let's get into Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. So after 3 long years, Timothée is finally starting to claim Kylie. He commented on one of her Instagram posts. He has been bringing her to these award shows and even gave her a shout out in his speech. So Timothée won Best Actor at the Critics' Choice Awards, and he thanked Kylie at the very end of his speech. This is a big step in their relationship because before, Timothée wouldn't even speak about Kylie. It was a couple months ago when he did a Vogue interview and said that he had nothing to say about his relationship. Now he's commenting on Instagram. He took her to the Palm Springs International Film Festival. He did not shout out her in his thank you speech there, but at the Critics' Choice Awards, he did. Honestly, it's been a really good part of his campaign for this movie. He's finally started to embrace Kylie around the time where he needed to be very public with Marty Supreme. In the clip, you could see Kylie Jenner mouthing "I love you" from the audience. Let's go ahead and take a look.
And lastly, I'll just say thank you to my partner of 3 years. Thank you for our foundation. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I wonder if Kylie has just been really great for the campaign of this movie, including her friends, Haley, who's wearing the Marty Supreme sweater. Her mom was wearing the Marty Supreme sweater and posted about it. So maybe Kylie has become really useful for him. But I did see Amanda Seyfried commented on this post about his speech. Oh, not like a foundation / charity. I was curious about that because in his speech, he says thank you for our foundation, which I guess he's talking about their relationship. I'm sorry, Timothée. I know you love a good award, a good speech, but some of these speeches, the last 2, are giving a little bit of ChatGPT. I've been seeing that in the comments. This person writes, someone do a wellness check on Club Chalamet. Chalamet fans are crashing out right now at Timmy saying that he loves Kylie publicly. This person writes, you know what? I think they're cute. Don't judge me, please. And honestly, they've really grown on me as well. To give you guys some context, if you're confused about who Club Chalamet is, it's this, I don't know if she's in her 40s or 50s, but this woman who's highly dedicated to Timothée, and it's just her. She's the one who runs these fan accounts for Timothée that are really popular, but she has not been the most supportive of his relationship with Kylie. She's always supportive of Timothée, almost a little bit too supportive. She's always around him, but as far as Kylie goes, she's talked about her poorly on social media. She's not a fan. She doesn't think that she's good for Timothée. So there's a lot of tension there. So that's why we're we need to check on Club Chalamet today because she's probably really upset that Timothy's claiming Kylie. Hot take, but I feel there's this world where she thinks that she would be with Timothée. Club Chalamet thinks that she could be with him. But he recently commented a bunch of hearts on Kylie's social media, so they are starting to engage more and more publicly, which makes this fandom thing just even more awkward. She tweeted out, okay, so I gave Timothée a hug. I said happy birthday here at the Palm Springs Film Festival Gala. I told Brian that this is Timothy's year, and he said he hopes so. Then somebody asked her, did you say hi to Kylie? She was next to him. Then the club owner replied, I was inches from her, no problems. Which I'm glad there were no problems, but also she was inches from her and not really too happy about she had a happy emoji in our first tweet, but the other one's very matter of fact. The owner of Club Chalamet is actually Simone Cromer. She's a woman in her late 50s who has opened this dedicated X and Instagram account for Timothée, and they've been around since 2018. She became more popular in 2023, 2024 because of her reactions to Timothée's relationship with Kylie. So Simone, Club Chalamet, has really been disapproving of Timothée's relationship. She even did a 52-minute long X space where she speculated that the relationship was forced and mocked the couple for several reasons. And Kylie Jenner is probably fully aware of who this is, even sees some of her posts online. So I'm sure spotting her at this festival was probably so uncomfortable. I feel my stomach would have sank.
So Timothée Chalamet was just seen with Kylie Jenner at the Palm Springs Film Festival Gala, and guess who was also at the same event in the background? Yeah, That's Club Chalamet. So she tweeted about the event and said, okay, so I gave Timothée a hug and said, happy birthday here at the Palm Springs Film Festival Gala. I told Brian that this is Timothée's year, and he said he hopes so. I don't know who Brian is. And then this person, All About Love, who was a total instigator for this, but I love it, said, did you say hi to Kylie? She was next to him. And then Club responded and said, I was inches away from her. No problems. And I'm obsessed with that response because is the implication that, like, Kylie was gonna, like, beat her up or something, or, like, vice versa?
This person wrote on Reddit that I don't care if Club Chalamet managed to behave. She's absolutely unhinged and should have a restraining order by now. She's almost 60, by the way, and she acts like this. She's been doing it for years and is still convinced that she will marry him. Super predatory. Let's get into Ashley Tisdale. Now that Hilary Duff is coming back with new music, it seems like some of the older, Hannah Montana is coming back. We'll be talking about Miley Cyrus in a moment. But these celebrities are starting to come back, and Ashley Tisdale did an interesting article where she wrote about some of her friend group, which includes a bunch of other celebrities. I'm talking Hilary Duff, Meghan Trainor, Mandy Moore. Ashley wrote an article for The Cut about leaving a mommy group that she considered toxic. It looks like after she had her daughter in 2021, she wanted a mommy friend group like many LA celebrity mummies want to have, and good for her. She went out and she had got some really famous friends like Meghan Trainor, Mandy Moore, they're huge, and Hilary Duff, of course, which I feel like they would have like maybe some like toxic, like, I don't know, competition vibes from like their past, working in show business, but maybe they never even crossed paths. Hilary Duff is just so intense. I recently did a video about her mom, and her mom has burnt so many bridges for her. I feel like back in the day, she wanted to take down anyone who seemed like competition. Ashley writes, "What I remember most from those early days was how impressed I was by those women and all the amazing things they had going on. They were building brands, running their own companies, launching creative projects. They just happened to also be mothers of young kids. Over time, I began to wonder whether it was really true. I remember being left out of a few group hangs, and I knew about them because Instagram made sure to feed me every single photo and Instagram story. Another time at one of the mom's dinner parties, I realized where I sat with her, which was at the end of the table, far from the rest of the women. I was starting to feel frozen out of the group, noticing every way they seemed to exclude me. At first, I try not to take things personally. It's not like people aren't allowed to get together without me, and maybe there were perfectly good reasons that I hadn't been invited. We were all busy, life was hectic. I told myself it was all in my head and it wasn't a big deal." She kind of sounds insecure to me. But let's continue. And yet I could sense a growing distance between me and the other members of the group, who seemed to not even care if I wasn't around much. When everyone else attended a birthday dinner together, I was met with excuses as to why I hadn't been invited. I still don't get why I wasn't at the girl hang that they had all planned at my daughter's birthday. As I increasingly felt left out, I remembered something, or rather someone. During the early days of the group, there was another mom who often wasn't included. I'd often pick up on hints of a weird dynamic, but at the time I didn't dwell on it too much. I was just happy to have found these incredible, smart, funny women. Now, it seemed that this group had a pattern of leaving someone out, and that someone had become me. Why me? Ashley writes, "The truth is, I don't know, and I probably never will. What I do know is that it took me back to an unpleasant but familiar feeling I thought I left behind years ago. Here I was sitting alone one night after getting my daughter to bed, thinking maybe I'm not cool enough. All of a sudden, I was in high school again, feeling totally lost as to what I was doing wrong to be left out." Okay, I can understand like why Ashley feels that way, feeling left out of a friend group. Like, I totally have been there. I think we all can relate to like feeling like there's something wrong with us and that's why you're not included. So I can understand why she's feeling insecure. Writing a whole article about it is kind of next level, because they're all going to read these things and they're very specific moments that they're going to talk about you. If they weren't before Ashley, they're definitely talking about you now. Here's a photo of the actual mom toxic friend group. As you guys can see, Meghan Trainor's there, Hilary Duff, a bunch of them, which interesting friend group. I don't know why. It seems like of course it seems toxic. I mean, look at them. This person wrote on Reddit, "This is exactly the kind of white woman gossip I've been craving." Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.